a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas. And we're heroes and dreamers, just like the song says. So one of the things that we're going to talk about today is how feeling super has never been easier. And I'm going to do that with Dr. Susan, and let me bring her on. Welcome.
Welcome. How are you feeling super today?
I'm feeling pretty super.
Yes, same here. I'm just juggling a lot, and I could do so much more because I have superpowers that I haven't had in a while. Actually, probably ever.
I 100% agree with you. I feel the same way. I have more focus, more energy, and when needed, more physical performance ability. So we can talk about a number of things, and I'm going to let you lead the way.
Okay. Well, you know what? If you've had problems fulfilling your goals, or you feel like you're not feeling super, let's go and invent something to, instead of worrying about what happened yesterday, let's go invent tomorrow. So there's no time like the present to actually take a new step to change things instead of dwelling on things that you can't change or can't control. There are simple solutions that I found that have been absolutely phenomenal to help people of all different problems. You know, they might have pain, they might have stress or anxiety, they might have an inability to exercise or walk even, and we can actually do something and literally change their abilities and reduce that pain 82% within minutes, and increase the ability to walk, balance and stability, increase athletic performance, decrease the stress, the trauma, increase your immune system. In fact, get over, there's a layer that you can place, and within 5 minutes your runny nose will go away. So essentially it's a powerful box of tools that are so simple and affordable, and they have no drug or supplement, and they're safe for everyone, including pregnant women and babies and older people on chemotherapy. There is no one that can be excluded from this, because there is no drug, no supplement, and it's simple and affordable too. So I'm going to go on and explain in more detail what we have here, which is such a wonderful layer. I'm going to just emphasize that we do make no disease claims, that this is basically a information purposes only. And but what claims I'm going to talk about are actually backed by third-party research, and we can actually say what we're going to say with confidence, because it has a research study behind every single different patch, okay, because these are patches that are on the market. So we'll go ahead and explain what these patches are. Actually, I don't have much sound, do I? So I'm going to skip this.
Let's see. Yeah, you can see if it has the sound, but I know that I put that in the description in the past, but I can add it too.
Well, what we
Let's
can
just
do,
see if it makes.
what I can see, what I can do. Can you hear it? I'm going to kind of fast forward.
No, I can't.
No,
There's no point. We can't hear it.
no,
So
it's like, can you hear this?
just barely. Just barely.
Okay, so what
It's
I'm
not
going
loud
to
enough.
do is show you something very, very important. Your skin receptors help with heat, detecting heat, cold, something if something is rough or something is soft. And they actually figured out that there's a whole system in your body that actually connects you to your brain via ion channels. So these are piezo receptors, and essentially we've got. I'm gonna say that your body, your brain starts misfiring because of a multiple environmental stressors and toxins, and it stops working. And yet you can literally within minutes put a patch that has special code. It's like Braille, and it rewires the brain within minutes. And essentially, we're at the beginning of something great. Normally, like this is like being in the 70s with Apple, being introduced to Apple in the 70s, or Amazon in the 90s, or Tesla in the 2000s, early 2000s. So we're dealing with a huge innovation, and the SuperPatch company has hacked the neural code to develop technologies that can help improve the lives of millions with drug-free, supplement-free, affordable, and risk-free products. It's safe for everyone. The inventor and owner of the company was a software engineer out of Canada who had a mission to help his mom, who had MS for 40 years, and he wanted to find answers. There was no answers for her issues, so he delved into the world of neuroscience and neurobiology and physics, and and he actually figured out, within a 12-year period, codes that could rewire the brain. And he then had studies, third-party studies. He put $6 million of his own money in before he sold a single thing to prove it worked. And
how does he have these codes imprinted on that? Do you know how that works? Is that
3D printing. So he
okay?
has it with 3D printing, and then he encrypts it with his fingerprint, so it's hidden. I'll show you that in a little bit.
Okay.
Essentially, what these patches have, like he discovered now 12 neural codes, and they help with different things like pain, stress, sleep, uh, um, fatigue, athletic
Physical
performance,
performance,
balance
focus.
and stability, peace. And so there's a lot of different ones. Even they have new ones for the skin, and even
Oh
for
yeah,
those with erectile dysfunction. So
that should be an interesting show when we talk about
yep,
that.
yes. We'll go over all of them, but you can feel super in so many different ways. It's like magic. It's skin to brain. The receptors on the skin rewire the brain. It's using your own nervous system to rewire itself, just like a computer that needs to be restart because it starts to malfunction. You can literally restart that computer, and it works.
You know what? I have a good example, Dr. Susan, and that is when I played my intro, I had a little glitch. It's almost like I need a slight software repair for that glitch to go away. And that's the kinds of things you can think of in terms of how our neural codes aren't working because there's a glitch or damage or something that interfered with the pathway or the code in the past. Would you agree with that?
Yes. So every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a neural code, and these neural codes get damaged or stuck for a million reasons that lead to poor health, wellness, and performance. Then the pattern and ridges on the patches are like QR codes that help repair the neural codes, allowing our bodies and mind to operate at the highest level, and it's called vibrotactile trigger technology. And each patch has your own code, but it's not a QR code really because it's not electronic. There's no batteries. There's no electronics in it. It's just a pattern. There's nothing electronic about it. It just has a texture. on a piece of medical grade plastic. And this is Jay Dollywall, and he is the owner and founder of this. Um, Up till now, there all the wellness and performance needs have, been met only with drugs and OCT products or supplements, surgery, major lifestyle and diet changes, major time commitments, and it's fraught with risk and side effects. And maybe it's not effective, it takes too long. It's essentially, it's just, it's discouraging and people give up. And now we have an improvement in wellness and performance needs within minutes. It's immediate and fast. So I'm going to go through all the different patches we have. The Liberty patch gives you overall energy and mobility. It helps with just the overall wellness. It's like the foundational patch would help everything, and if you had to pick one, Liberty is it. It helps with increase your lateral and dynamic stability so you don't fall as easily, and that's huge. That could save someone's life because when they get of 85, if they fall and break their hip, they're really, their life expectancy goes down significantly, I would say 1 year. And those who actually have increased balance, they actually have a double the lifespan of someone who doesn't. So this is huge. It also helps you stay on your feet. You don't fall. You're not going to get injured as much. It's huge. And you can pair it with, actually, there's a test that actually shows the strength. And I'm going to just go through it really quick. I'm just going to, so he's trying to move this guy, and he's really strong, and he doesn't have a patch on. Watch this. He just knocks him over. You know what I mean? Knocks him off his feet. Okay. And then he tries, that's lateral stability, and this is dynamic stability. So he's trying to test his core, and he goes down and he gets knocked off. Okay. And then they put the Liberty patch on, and then all of a sudden he's going to try the test again. And watch this. He couldn't do it. He couldn't move him. So he's going to try again, and he can't move him either. So this is 100% of the time, and 100% in the people actually has a positive result with this. And this is a fun test to do. So if you have these patches, then if you do this with people, you can actually show them.
I would like to add, I was at the pre-launch, and someone had done this to someone who was a cashier at the gift shop. And when I had come in, she was still in awe of what had just happened. And she told me the whole story about it, about how, they did this test on her, and it was remarkable what happened.
Yeah, it is amazing. I guess the person I got my registration from, I did it on her, and she was really impressed, and she felt better the next day. And so she had, and I got her number so I could correspond, and she was amazed at it. It's almost like too good to be true. Some people can't even believe it really truly works.
Yeah.
So this is our brains. And anyway, and one cell phone call can actually impair your glucose utilization for 2 weeks. So because of so much Wi-Fi, a lot of us are walking around with brains that are not evenly, they're just not as healthy because it's not using the glucose. Well, this Liberty patch within minutes can actually change the pattern of glucose utilization. So it helps the neurology and physiology reach and maintain better homeostasis. And that's just an example. It's nice to see it actually work so well and so quickly, increasing.
So quickly.
And then,
I think the quickness is what really gets people. Most people, it happens very quickly.
Yeah, and then the next patch is Victory. It's more for an athletic kind of twist, but I think it pairs very well with Liberty because you're going to get better balance control with Liberty, but Victory gives you strength and power and agility, balance and stability and recovery. and there's
You can work out better.
you can work out better. And you know what? This is my I go to this gym for it's called OsteoStrong, and I'm trying to rebuild my bone faster. I'm doing supplements, but I'm also doing the patches and drinking, water. But I actually got to 1,608 pressures, pounds of pressure on this machine. It's leverage, so it's maybe equivalent to 400. And the guy was like, "What are you doing?" I had 2 victory patches. I had the leftover one from the day before because I put it on relatively late. And then I had the Liberty patch, and then I had an extra victory. And I actually, it was pretty good. I ended up really performing quite well with it. So I'm happy that, this is just proof, just in my
I
own
think
health.
a good point there too is that it's okay to you can use more than one patch. Some people may have more code repair that's needed or something, who knows, because everybody's different, right? But using more than one patch is something that you can do.
Well, the funny thing is that he was shocked. He goes, "You're strong. I've never seen anything like this. What are you doing?" And I showed him my victory patches. So I'm able to run again, 4 miles with my dog, and I do it on a regular basis, and I have been able to run in 5 years. So I actually, it's great, and I can lift. I've got a lot of strength now. And for a while, I couldn't work out like this in years. So very happy to get my strength back. And so with taking back your power, it's really quite satisfying. In fact, well, this since we don't have the video, so it just more power, more speed, drug free. So essentially, now defend it goes well with the.
You got quieter all of a sudden.
Well, I think can you hear me now?
Yeah, the last couple sentences were a lot lower. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
This is really good for immune support. And why is it so good for immune support? Because it literally unclumps the blood under the microscope. And what that means is you get more oxygen in your system. And people with clumped blood are more likely to get sick for many different reasons. When you unclump the blood, you have enough oxygen to actually fuel the mitochondria to make more ATP so you can actually function better. The tissues that have the most mitochondria are the brain, the muscles, and the heart. And so those have high mitochondrial tissues. They require a lot of oxygen. And when you unclump the blood, you have better brain function, better heart function, and better muscle function. So if you're working out, you need to have your heart and your muscles have adequate oxygen. So this is huge for actually taking back your power. Plus, having oxygen in your system suppresses the growth of anaerobes, which make you sick. In fact, all disease occurs when you don't have enough oxygen in your body, because that causes acidosis. It's a whole cascade of acid-base reactions. So you end up, getting weak, and then the parasites take over. When you're strong, you basically suppress the growth of those parasites. So this is huge. This is like the most important. I discovered this a few years ago that in my own health, when I unclumped the blood in my own cells, I was able to get back into my best health ever, even though I'm older. So, okay, peace. This is great. Peace helps with stress. Now, stress clumps the blood, but also stress can, cause a lot of other health problems. And peace actually helps with stress. And even when you're dealing with athletes, when you're trying to work out, if you're stressed out and you don't get started, it's great. I'm going to tell you, I worked on my tax stuff. I got it to my accountant a couple of days ago. I did an all-nighter, and I had peace and focus and defend and liberty. And I could stay up all night, get it done. And he was so impressed because I've always panicking. I always panic when I deal with these tax things. And he's like, I actually listened to my thing with the taxes, and I gave him some patches to test out because it was just me being early. I always did an extension. Here I'm going to be one of the first to file, and that's because I have my peace, and I also have my joy, so I don't stress out. And then I have my energy and focus. I can get things done and not, think clearly and not have stress dealing with something I really don't want to do. So focus is awesome. It helps with, concentration. I know you like focus too.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes. For my shows or preparing for before the shows, getting ready to, stay focused on what it's going to be about and what we're going to talk about and things of that. And then getting everything all set up and ready to go. And it helps a lot. It does really keep you in focus.
Well, I really do like the focus. And the piece is good too.
I love the piece. My son loves the piece, and I love the piece too, because sometimes I get stressed out, but he gets stressed out a lot over stuff, a lot of little things that this helps him with tremendously.
Yeah. Well, this is great.
So
This is a game changer. So you can feel super and get things done, Superman, because you don't have the fear. When you don't have peace, you have peace and joy. You don't have fear. When you have focus, you can get things done. Freedom helps with pain. It's the only one that needs to be put near the pain. All the other ones can be put on your favorite spot. You can rotate them upper arm or lower arm on the inside, or the thighs, or the lower legs, or shoulders. As long as it's not a joint, freedom helps with pain. So if you have knee pain, you put above or below your knee. So and it works pretty quickly. I had a room of 8 and I put Liberty on everybody and it showed positive. And then there were some people with pain. 4 of them had pain, put a freedom on, and their pain went away. They couldn't even believe it. But it's nice to demo freedom and liberty. REM is great for sleep. It doesn't actually make you sleepy. It's non-drowsy, but as you use it over a course of 2 weeks, it helps you fall asleep 48% faster, and also 25% longer.
The quality of the sleep is better too. I mean, that's been my experience with it anyway. Because sometimes I used it and it doesn't. It's interesting because it does not make you groggy in any way. And but it does help you to sleep. And when I did use it, I felt like the quality of my sleep was improved. And I don't know how that works, but that's the way I felt.
Well, I actually think it's good for like cat naps. If you only have a certain amount of time, it's nice to do a cat nap. And also, if you're traveling or in a hotel and you're not at home, it helps you sleep when you're not in a place.
Yeah, when you travel, that's always a problem, isn't it?
Yep. And so that's when I use it. I don't really use it at home because I usually wear myself out to the enough that I don't need it. But when I do travel, it does work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ignite, it helps you burn at least 25% more calories based on your metabolic resting rate. So it's pretty cool. I had someone increase it 45%, and she measured it. She was a naturopathic doctor. I've had people say they lost 7 pounds just wearing Ignite and not exercising. So it's pretty powerful to be able to just increase your metabolic rate.
And just think, if people added some improvements in their intake, how much of a difference it would make.
Yes.
Because quality of the food you eat is important too.
Yes, that's true. And you can help not eat those junk foods with Kick It. Okay. And that helps also with other habits. And so when you combine that with Ignite, I had someone do the 2, and she actually stopped smoking. And you met her. She stopped smoking just in 1 day using those 2.
Well, that's amazing.
And she saved. I mean, she was smoking a pack and a half a day, and she actually quit smoking in 1 day. You know that means? It means $15 or $10 a pack of cigarettes. She was saving $450 a month. And then this only cost $90 for her, and so she could save $360. That's huge.
90. That would be 2 packs.
That would be a Kick It and Ignite if she did.
Both of them. Okay.
Because a lot of people who stop smoking will start
They
eating.
eat more.
So this is a way to actually kind of nip both sides.
They go really well together. I used to work on alcohol rehab unit too, and people eat a lot when they go off the alcohol, and so something like the Ignite and the Kick It together would be very beneficial, I would think.
Yes, definitely. So, and now they have a couple new patches. One is Rocket, and more like never before. It reclaim your energy, stamina, and passion. This is for men only, and it's to replace the little blue pill potentially. Okay, and for 40-year-olds and under, it's only 3 days. For those 40 to 50, 2 weeks, and over 50 is 3 weeks.
And it is strictly for men.
It's only for men. I asked because I figured I could test it out.
Well, when they going to make one for women? No.
He's going to work on it. I actually thought I could test it out and use
really?
it. Well, just to see. I was like to see. But I don't know. I mean, I'm half curious, to see what it would do. And he goes, "Don't do it,"
Oh, okay. I can appreciate your curiosity. I probably would be the same way.
I try everything before I would actually promote it, but
exactly, same here.
So, but he said no. He's coming out with one later for women, but women can use the Lumi patch. When you glow like never before, it uses biophotonic activation, and I had one on. I didn't put it on. I need to put another one on. It's just another patch, but I have. But I had some irritation, and I had a little like a sore, and it went away.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I do think it helps, the skin receptors. It helps the nervous system all connect with each other. And it's electricity. It's almost like we are the body electric. So it actually prevents.
We are body electric.
Mm-hmm. So this is actually would help your skin. Sterling came up with the idea that maybe it would help with people with skin disorders. So
that would be interesting to see what it would do.
Yeah, and so I just noticed that the rashes, I had some skin irritation, and it went away in a day. So,
yeah, as we get older too, our skin gets more yucky. I don't know how else to put it. So if this is helpful in that regard, that would be a godsend.
Yes,
because that is one of the biggest things as you get older is the changes that occur in your skin are not pleasant.
Yes. So anyway, and it'll be released on the 1st of February. All the patches are drug-free, supplement-free, instant and effective. They're easy to use. They're non-invasive or reactive. They're safe for everybody, including children, pregnant women, older people. If they're on different drugs or protocols, it doesn't interfere with anything. There is no contraindication. I have to say it's the only product I found that was safe for everybody because there's
exactly. They always say, not for pregnant women or children. And
you don't have to worry about that with this because it's safe for everybody.
Yeah.
And there's they don't have to change their diet or lifestyle, so it's like they can get benefits even if they can encourage to actually change their lifestyle and diet because they see some kind of benefit and improvement. And they're not that expensive. They actually priced it for the end user. And there's no competition. It's the only one like this. There are other patches, but those other patches don't have they don't have Braille, and they usually have supplements in there.
They from what I understand, they have some of them have for pain pain ingredients, drug ingredients, and other ones may have supplement ingredients, whereas these don't have any ingredients of that nature, which can cause problems for people.
Right. And also, they're 100% drug free. They're FDA registered. What that means is it's it's like FDA has blessed it, but since it's not a drug or supplement, they don't control it. So that way it can get into more countries, and there's really it's globally protected. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. Already there's millions of happy customers. Every patch has a clinical trial, um, 95% positive rating, but it's really truly helping everyone. It's just some people don't feel it. Sometimes it takes maybe a few more weeks, consistent use. Uh, this is every study, every patch has a study that shows it works, and significant studies, third party studies. And it's a $500 billion industry, and almost anyone will need and benefit. Even the healthiest people could benefit from the Victory Patch. So it's launched in Europe a couple weeks ago. It's in 29 countries, and in US and Canada, it'll launch in March. Um, that's it's globally protected and best in its class. No competitive products. I can't emphasize this enough. And 30-day money back guarantee. So there's really no risk because you can always get your money back if you find it doesn't work for you. Now you can get your patches paid for. The retail price is $60. Your first retail order is 25% off. The Gail of Gaia
With the
at
link.
superpatch.com. And you can try it and get a discount. Now, if you love it and you want to lock in at that discounted price, you can actually become a member. And if you become a member or an associate, you're actually going to get, for $50, you're getting $75 worth of product, and you're locking in at the $45 a month price per pack, a whole pack of 28. So you're saving $15 every time you buy, which easily pays for the 50. When you're getting product for 50, it's a no-brainer. You also get a free replicated website. It's $25 to renew, and on a yearly basis. So you have an opportunity to build a team, get a major tax deduction. I was just doing my tax, and I get to write off so much just having this. It's one of the best write-offs you can have, and becomes free, essentially. And there's different kits. There's the simple quick kit, which is gives you the basics for pain and balance, and then you can do an auto ship, and you can even get them for free if you get 3 on auto ship. Getting the Defend patch, I would recommend. Then you could get 2 free patches, and you could pick Peace and Joy. So that's just one quick way of getting in. That's not very much. It's $2.99 for business. That's like, can't beat that. These are mostly Victory and Liberty for the athletes. And the Mega Kit, I think this is for people that are struggling with illness. There are no medical claims, but this, like for pain and the Defend for the peace and the focus and the liberty, that's a good kit because you're getting 3 months of all these. So you're getting
Now, is that, I got to ask you, in that particular kit, there was a time when that kit was only available at enrollment. Is it still that way, or is it?
You can get these kits again and again and again, and the Omni Kit gives you every single patch, and
Okay.
it gives you 2 of each, but 3 of the Victory and 4 of the Liberty. So you're getting all the
Wow.
patches here, which is a great deal too, because
And you save almost $400 that way if you can afford to do it that way.
Yeah, and practitioners can get they can get a free thing and get it half price. It's a wholesale program for practitioners, but it's better to sign up as an associate because you can leverage the practitioner program, underneath. Its compensation plan is unilevel, and we can help people grow, and there's bonuses, and this is the key, and we can help you with that if you decide to do this. And these kits, you can get, when it says cart, you can get these over and over and over again. And if you get, we can train you, but you can get your money back within a month or 2 with this strategy that we have. And it's much easier because we are at the very beginning. Most people don't know about this. So trying it, and then if you like it, you might want to go ahead and become a member, and you can do whatever you feel, led to do with it. But there is a good business opportunity. We can win trips to different places. And we have launch in Dallas, which is, you don't want to miss this because they're actually rolling out something so different that you've never heard of. They're actually going to turn direct sales upon its head because they're going to be a company co-op customer marketing program where they actually share the cost of advertising and split it with the profits with the field. So it's like having stock in the company with customers. So you're going to start seeing advertisements on radio, on internet, on TV, and customers are going to actually call in, and they'll probably buy direct to the company. However, but it's a good thing because if we buy tokens, by going to Dallas, we get to get tokens, and the tokens can be the difference. The only people in Dallas will get it at first, but it's a difference between the advertising cost of the customer, and the cost to get the customer, and the cost of having the customer. So, for instance, this sounds crazy, but
I always find this kind of stuff mind-boggling.
What I'm saying is, let's say you get, let's say you get $1,200. You calculate the revenue cost per customer is $60 because you're calculating the profit by the number of customers they get, and then let's say they cost of sales and how the cost of advertising, and they're actually, let's say they spend that much, and then the difference will be $15, which will be a token, and so we can buy the tokens and then share in the cost of the whole company advertising. So it's actually like you're going to get that token profit because this is going to grow more and more and more because it's so new, no one's heard of it. But when they get the advertising out, there are going to be more people that are going to hear. And so they're going to share the cost of advertising and share the profit of and then we, can do our own advertising and then like what you're doing, but this kind of evens the playing field for people who, let's say, they don't want to let's say they want to just benefit from the whole company. They can actually buy tokens themselves as long as they have an auto ship, which is a 2-patch order to maintain. They can actually participate in this cost sharing plan, which I think is really cool because nothing else like it. Shoot, I don't know why that is there. Where'd that come from? So essentially, it's so unique. It's a co-op. It's a win-win-win for everybody, and essentially, that's. I don't like that. I was playing around.
This is new to me. Yeah.
So this is really good. I mean, and what's really, really cool, and I'm going to just kind of say, I'm just going to recap why it's so good. It's the VTD Technologies 15 years, and they spent $22 million in R&D, and it's protected globally and only available with the SuperPatch company. And there's no white label products, no other place to get them. You can't get them on Amazon. And there's no Me Too product because there's nothing like this. 100% drug-free, health and wellness and performance. Okay, so this is really good. And there's 12 plus different patches with unique benefits or market opportunities, billions of consumers. We are providing solutions for the biggest health, wellness, and performance needs and wants, and solutions where nothing has helped. I've seen people have been helped with this more than anything else, and they have gone through everything. Everyone slips through the cracks. This has helped. So, and now we have so many people that need this.
Right.
It's FDA registered. They have clinical trials, peer reviewed and published, drug free and ingredient free. And the same products are available in every market because it's a class 1 medical exempted drug device. and lots of hundreds or thousands of testimonials and almost instant results. And you don't have to change much to actually get just patch and go, easy to use and consumable, and the perfect price, like I said. And then we have this
Yeah.
co-op marketing program, which is huge. And so that's cool. So I think we're pretty close to being done here. Do you have any questions? Let me stop my screen share. Not sure how to.
No, but
keep this.
I will tell people my even when I got into this company and program and so on, I still don't totally understand the compensation plan and all that. But that's not why I'm in it. I'm in it because it works and because it helps people, and I've seen the results myself. And so I would encourage you very much to try it. You might be quite surprised at the results that you get. I mean, I
Right.
certainly was.
Well, and the compensation plan is actually good for long-term growth. It's not like some compensation plans you get paid a lot up front, but there's no residual. Here you get the residual and you can control it, and it's actually, I think, better than some of the other ones. And I can tell you the math behind that if it's beyond the scope of this call. But if anybody wants to join, I can say, this compensation plan actually is more controllable because you can help everybody that wants help, and you can really
Right.
direct your help. And it's a very team-oriented compensation plan, very
Yeah,
team-oriented.
I've gotten a
So,
lot of help from my team.
yeah. And
and I have to thank you for that, Susan. You've been a lot of help, and so has Sterling. It makes a difference for people when that might want to understand. And I'm sorry, but I guess we had a few people. Oh, okay. Kathy McIntyre says she's been riddled with chronic pain. I definitely will try these. Sounds divine. Yes, and with that pain, you get get liberty, freedom, and defend.
yeah, well, maybe you can go to the Gail of Gaia or https gailofgaia.superpatch.com, and you can I mean, do you want to give your email out to her? She can she can text you if she wants to.
Yeah, it could help you get off pharmaceuticals.
Because
I'm
we
sure
could
it could.
actually have a talk with you. You know what I mean? If she
Yeah, Kathy, give me your email, I we'll arrange something.
we can have a 3-way call or a Zoom even and explain it
Yeah.
all. So, that way, if there's a way to reach out, that way we can guide her. I think liberty and freedom and defend, as a minimum.
Right,
That
right,
would
right.
be good.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
try
what
it
I
as a
love about
customer
these things.
first.
They work for people, and they're drug free. That is so big. And supplement free. There are so many people, even if it just has a supplement, there are a lot of people who will be allergic to it.
Right. And then they're sick of taking pills. So this is not
Exactly.
a pill. And they get burned out taking
And I
pills.
know supplement. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I have gotten to that point. So I'll take them for a while, and then all of a sudden I'll just stop and I'll be off for a while. But anyway, the patches are much easier in so many ways. And I don't know if anybody out in the audience has any more questions, but if not, we can call it a wrap for this particular show, and we will be back with more information as more of this awesome technology comes out, and we will share what we find out about it and how everything is going. I would highly encourage you to try this, and you can try it at a very inexpensive rate. You'll using my link, you'll get 25% off right out the gate. And then after that, if you like it and you want to continue, all you have to do is get the membership and so on, just as we all went through. I don't want to reiterate everything that Dr. Susan just said to you, but I really can't encourage you enough to give it a try. And
Yes.
like we said, you can get your money back if you're not happy.
Right. It's amazing. I've seen so many amazing stories, but we can coach you through, how to make them work if just contact Gail.
And by email or text, because you never know when I'm doing a show.
Yes.
And that's important. So calls aren't good for me. So anyway, but you can text me first and I will get back to you, or you can email me with your phone number and I can get back to you. So that
Awesome.
being said, I think we covered what we wanted to cover.
Yes.
Alrighty. So thank you,
Feeling
everyone.
super.
Yeah,
Feeling
if you
super.
want to feel super, you can layer these things to make yourself feel super. And I can vouch for that because it's done wonders for me, even after having a really bad day. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you again soon.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are, and like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. We control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show